Welcome to another episode of The Minority Voice. I'm your host, Jeff Vega, and we have David here, the producer, cinematographer, the sound guy, the whole bit of wax. How's it going, Dave?
It's going good.
Awesome, man. So today I'm going to talk about the border crisis, and I know you make film, Dave, too. How about this for a thought, for a possible kind of comedy? How about you sneak across the border, because you are Mexican, and then come across, get caught, say you're an illegal alien, and then you'll get, college education, the whole 9 yards, and get off my dole, whatever you want to call it, and take care of that. How about that? What does that sound? Sound like a plan?
I don't think they would believe me that I'm Mexican.
Oh, okay. Well,
I think they would just let me over and not give me free school.
Okay, well, hey, folks, on a serious note, I want to talk about this border crisis that we have. It is a humanity crisis, and because what is being perpetrated on these kids is unconscionable. I mean, you hear that a third of the young girls that are coming across when they get in here, they're discovering they have been raped multiple times. And I don't know about you, my friends, but I have daughters, and I would hate to think that would happen to them. And you got to have a conscience about this with these kids, and I know that they've made it into a political battle, and all I can say is, if you're a liberal out there and this is your administration, hey, you need to reach out to them and say, hey, you got to do something, because this is not acceptable. We as Americans cannot allow this to happen, and because we're partakers in this. And but let me take a break here and say, Dave, if you could show these two videos and just give you a little taste of what's happening.
¿Ah?
¿Me puede ayudar?
¿Qué pasó?
Es que yo venía con un grupo de personas y me dejaron botar y no sé dónde están.
No sabes dónde está. ¿Te dejaron solo?
Pues claro, me dejaron botar.
¿Te dejaron solo botado?
Solo.
¿No vienes con mami o con papi o con alguien?
¿Ah?
¿Vienes con tu mamá o tu papá?
Nadie. Yo venía en un grupo que venía de entrega con usted y al final me dejaron botar y venía aquí a pedir auxilio.
¿Te dejaron botado y te dijeron que vinieras a pedir auxilio?
No, yo vengo porque si no, ¿por dónde me voy a ir? Allí voy a dejar y tal vez me pueden robar, secuestrar o algo.
Te pueden robar.
Tengo miedo.
¿Tienes miedo? Okay.
Sí.
Friends, if that doesn't tug at your heart, maybe you need to do an inventory with yourself, because seeing that little boy, I mean, I got sons too, and I don't care if that kid was scared to death, and say what you will, what's going on in Mexico and some of these other countries in South America and all that, with the cartel and stuff. Some of these parents are thinking the only hope for my child to live is to get him to America. And they're willing to, put them in harm's way for the sake of them having a potential hope for the future. And that's what we really need to look at. And I would say to my conservative friends who look at this and disgust them because of what the government's doing, let me say this to you. Look at it like, and I'm not diminishing it at all, but when your kid spilled milk, there's nothing you can do about it, but you wipe it up, you clean it up, and you pour them another glass of milk, and you ask them not to do it again, or be more careful. Well, instead of us continuously, badgering the administration for what they're doing, because you know what? They're tone deaf to the Republicans. We need to think about how we can make these kids' life better. That needs to be our focus at this time, and not worry about what they're going to do from the political perspective, because you know what it's doing. It's causing division between us, and the real victims here are the kids. And there's nothing we can do about stopping the floodgates, because that's this administration's strategy. And I can only say once again to my liberal friends out there, this is your party doing this, and we need to, resolve this issue and stop these kids from being manipulated like they are. Because from what I understand, the drug trade money now is secondary to the human trafficking that's going on. And we can go on and get it much deeper, but I just want to encourage everyone, to take a compassionate look at this, and realizing that we need to resolve it in a humane way. And until next time, remember Joshua 24:15.